Way to take the wind out of my sails. I was really hoping I could get your last hope to betray you, teaching you a tough lesson about the real world. But this kid's so much of a good egg, it's actually a letdown. Guess rich preppy kids can't afford to be wholesome.
Never underestimate Kalim Al-Azim. No matter what anyone says, he'll defy all logic and find a way to not only sprout impractical platitudes, but to mean them. Half the fun of school is having atypical individuals like him around. I'm so glad I got to join Night Raven College student body.
Haven't we had enough fighting, Ernesto? Your signature spell makes people feel more positive, right? That's amazing. Why use something so wonderful for such awful things? It's a waste of perfectly good magic. That's what I was saying earlier. He could put his magic to so much better use. Why, you ask? Why else? Money. I turn spoiled rich kids like you into puppets and hand them over in exchange for piles of cold, hard cash.
Money?
Well, if a little thing like that is all this is about, I can totally fix it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kalim, don't rub Ernesto's nose into it. Huh? Did I say something wrong?
If that was unintentional on your part, you just landed a serious blow.
Of course you don't get it. Why would you? Spurred little rich brat who never wanted for anything in your life? You wouldn't know what it's like for those of us who can't go to school and grow up dirt poor. You know, still not a good excuse for why you're doing what you're doing. I'm pretty sure public school exists here. Like I said, classes, textbooks. I'm sure you could keep trying to get into another magical school. There's gonna be multiple around the world. I mean, there's 2 on a single island, so... You're right, Gino. Let's teach these fancy smanchy schoolboys a lesson.
Exclamation mark.
I guess this would have been a twist turn. Sorry, Ernesto, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to say how great your magic is. Oh, what kind-hearted scholar you are. And that's what I can stand about you. Wait a minute. Is he trying to tear up Kalim's ticket?
I don't think Kalim can take much more strain.
Kalim, you don't have to defend us. Just give Ernesto what he wants. Beat him up and teach him a lesson. You say that, but I can't just ignore you guys. Why do I use my magic for bad things? Why do I care so much about making money? That's what I want to know. Like, he doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing? For the reasons that he's doing? At least have an excuse if you're gonna commit a crime. The winner here will be me! You think he forgot? I guess maybe. Then how long has he been doing this for? Now!
Ah! Kalim! Kalim!
Gino, hold him in place.
I didn't know he had a vignettes.
I'm guessing this is like JP or something? Or is this one of the other characters' vignettes in the event?
No, stop! Let me go!
Talk about giving me extra work. Excuse me, sir? I'm gonna need to check your pockets. Ah, there it is. There's no mistaking this shiny, sparkling Playful Land ticket. Once I tear this up, you'll be joining the rest of your friends in Puppet Purgatory. Which means I win.
Ah!
Uh-oh. So now how are we gonna get out of this?
Can't move. I lost. Sorry, guys.
You see that, Gino? I did it. I turned all the Night Raven College students into puppets. That was rough.
No. Kalim was our last hope.
Seriously? We're actually going out like this? Maybe that foxtail ace through actually reached as far as NRC. Maybe Crowley found it. I'm really trying to think, how are we gonna get out of this? I mean, I guess just while we're still human, talk him out of it. I think at that point, that's our only hope to, you know, use words while we still can. And hopefully make him see reason. I don't know how hopeful that is. But I think that's the only thing I can think of to get us out of at this point. You know, I've done my fair share of complaining about school being a dreary, boring place. But how was I supposed to know I'd never get to go back? If I'd have known this would happen, I would have listened to the house warden.
Likewise. I just became a student, yet here I am, getting turned into a puppet and dragging Vil down with me. Will we really never make it back? Idia, I'm sorry.
Ernesto, if it's money you're after, I'll pay as much as you want. Just please let everyone go. Can't you see how sorry we were? Let us go back to school. I'm begging you. It's too late for that now. I'm gonna watch it. Shardy makes my injuries flare up. Oh, are they entries from the battle we would have just had?
And why is there an alarm clock going off? Is this all a dream? This never even happened in the first place. The end.
Really? Now of all times? Oh, it's his phone. Yeah, I just remembered. This employer couldn't take a hint to save his life.
Hmm?
No, I'll take it. I don't mind. I'll get the 3rd degree later. You keep an eye on these guys. No, I feel like Gino isn't quite all for this plan. I feel like he might, like, some part of him feels like this might not be right. Or I feel like if we can get to anyone, it would be, we could get to Gino easiest. Because in that one part, he seemed to actually want to go to school. And, you know, experience that stuff. Still hurting all over. But at last, I won. I beat a whole group of students from the prestigious Arcane Academy. I dealt those elite jerks a solid loss, and all without ever having to go to school myself. I beat them. You should pick up your phone. But what was it for? Why did I turn down the offer for money? The thing I value most. Can you pick up your phone? Ernesto, pick up your phone, please! At least end the call. Thank you. Yes, hello. This is Ernesto Falworth speaking. Your timing is impeccable. I just captured the last of the Night Raven College students. What? But, sir, I worked as quickly as I... What? The park puppets? You're invoicing us for the repairs? That wasn't the deal. Why should we have to foot the bill? Okay, that's a little much. If I may, sir, Gino and I have been doing the absolute best we can under these circumstances. You can't just...
Did he get fired?
You glob of gutter trash! Where do you get off? Ow!
I think he just got fired.
Gino. Oh, don't worry about me. I just got a little worked up. So, I told that jerk I captured all the Night Raven College students, right? And you know what he said? He said he expected us to get it done sooner. And not only that, he deducted the cost of repairs to the puppets and park from our reward. These guys are from Night Raven College. For a bunch of kids. Just winning against them is a big deal. But do I get a single compliment? No. Just a guy calling us worthless. Societal dregs. And even worse stuff. You should change your lifestyle. He's not an employer worth working for. He sounds like an asshole. Is going to school really the be-all end-all? Is your life over when you fall off the elite path? If only I just had the chance. You know, you could try art. There's many other things you can do to earn money. You don't have to go to school. You could be a content creator. He might actually do good at that, because, you know, his, how good he is with words. See, there's other choices. If only I could have gone to school. But I didn't. And look how I turned out. I've led a merry life, never letting myself get tied down by anything. So why is it? School's a place where you can compete with others, learn what you're capable of, and push yourself to be better than before. So even though it's a learning experience, to me, that's enough to prove that school serves an important purpose. But at the same time, there is much one can only learn at Night Riven College. And that's thanks to attending school with so many others. Had I not, there are many things I never would have experienced. An individual's value doesn't rely solely on their magical capabilities, or lack thereof. Same. I actually do think school's valuable. School's a hassle. But it's far from pointless. Not that you guys could conceive of that. You know, I always wish that... like, in school, you know, there was, like, a program where you could, like, get, like, a little taste of what a job you think you want to do would be like. Because, you know, that way you can, like, know or, like, get a better idea if you're choosing the right path for yourself. I always wish there was something like that. I mean, while I wouldn't mind going back to school, what for, I don't know. I also am really not excited about the loans I'll have to pay off. And for how many years? Which actually is one of the things that is preventing me from even thinking about going back to school. Because, like, what if I go back to school for something I don't even use or don't like again? And that's twice in a row. So yeah, yeah, that's... We need free tuition. Can't we just have free tuition for, like, college and stuff? Doesn't, like, Sweden have that or something? But why, though? It's so fun. All kinds of cool stuff happens at school. After all, I gotta study at school to be a great mage. All they've done in life is study. Why is it that? Easy. Everything we know, we learned from the fancy school you keep sneering at. We never lose to a couple of guys too cowardly to face us head on. Half the fun of school is having a typical individuals like him around. I'm so glad I got to join Night Raven College student body. Why is it? Even if there wasn't dancing, singing, and food to tempt me, I would never view school in a negative light. I'm bad at studying. Same. I don't like doing it, but I know it's necessary. Besides, school isn't just about studying. It's a place for sharing laughter and surprises. A place where lifelong friendships are formed. Why is it? They seem so much freer and merrier than either of us. Maybe because they're not, like, in a business that's, like, illegal? Because I feel like if you're in a business that's illegal, you're generally not very happy. Why is it that they seem so much freer and merrier than either of us? What, Chino? Excuse me? I am not jealous. Of course, I'm sure. Come on, you dunderhead. Pay more attention. Yeah, huh. Those were good times, alright. Those weren't easy times, that's for sure. But at least our lives had direction, you know? Remember the time I passed you off as a puppet to try and make some money? We nearly pulled one over on those greedy fools. Oh yeah, Ernesto is definitely trapped in a corrupted company. I mean, it's illegal. They're in the business of trafficking. Now, while I don't know much about the business of trafficking, because I've never done anything illegal like that, or in general at all, I very much follow the rules. I would imagine that, you know, the people who run those things aren't very nice people. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would imagine not. Yeah. While I like Japan, I would never want to live there and work there. I am so bad under pressure. Like so bad. I would be squished in no time flat. I get stressed so easily. Oh yeah, that was masterful. He's about to cry, isn't he? I can see. Go from laughter to crying. Outright sobbing. Aw, okay, maybe not. Okay, I admit it. You were right. I've been so jealous of students. It's been burning me up. The fountain of knowledge, huh? How nice it would have been if we'd had some wonderful school where we could have studied to our heart's content. You know, is public school not a thing here in this world? At first I let the envy fuel more productive efforts to making money. But at some point, it turned into a personal grudge. I let those emotions get the better of me. Look at me now, dancing to the tune of one of the rich folk I hate so much. It's beyond pathetic. I bring shame to the name Ernesto Foulworth.
You just bonk him on the head.
Ow! What's with you, you ninny? Why are you swinging your mallet at me? He's trying to pound some sense into him. Literally. Huh? Excuse me? Well, color me surprised. You're the last guy I expected to hear that suggestion from. You know what? You're right. Where's the fun in things otherwise? I can't believe I needed a wake-up call from you, of all people. Clearly, I've got a long way to go. So the situation solved itself? Cool!
Well, guys, thanks for everything. Even if I get sent to work at the bottom of the ocean, and Kalim goes to the North Pole, and Ace goes to the scorching desert, I'll never lose my data of the wonderful times we shared together.
Is that supposed to make us feel better? Because I only feel scared. I mean, same. So if I was told that, I would only feel scared too. Like, I know you're trying to be, like, in your feels and, like, all emotional. It's not making me feel great. Honestly, no way are any of us getting sent anywhere extreme like that.
You don't know, though. You really think so? Was I too worried?
Yeah. Ernesto was clearly treating us as special. If I were to take a guess, we'll get showcased all over the world as puppets with no strings. Or puppets with magic.
No, I think Ortho's actually more on the, I think the picture he has is a little more accurate.
We'll be treated as a spectacle, and after the years take their toll, we'll get tossed in an incinerator to keep us quiet.
You thought what I was saying was scary? Your scenario is way worse, and contains far too much detail.
Don't worry, guys. It'll be okay.
I'll find a way to save us.
Okay, how?
Good question. For starters, I could invite Ernesto to a party where we eat good food and talk about things with each other. We already tried that idea. We've been through this. Oh, Ernesto and Gina are back. Is he gonna ask us to take him to school with us?
Are you here to ship us off now? Here you are.
Whoa, what was that? So bright.
Huh? I can move? And the bits of me that turned to wood are back to normal.
We're not puppets anymore. We're human again. We're a real boy now. Why did he change his back? You won't simply let us free. Let us free for nothing. What's your angle?
Ortho?
Huh?
Ace. Yes? And Kalim.
What's up?
After bearing witness to your bravery, honesty, and kindness, I, Ernesto Falworth, am deeply moved.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it either.
As such, please allow us to join your wonderful group. Huh?
What? Really? Wow, you finally understand that we just want to be friends. That's great.
No, it isn't. He's just turning around and deciding to join us? There's clearly a catch.
You already spent ample time mocking us. What's your plan now? This is beyond suspicious. Why would I stand here and let you hoodwink us again, when I could just fry you in my beam right now?
Whoa, slow down. I can understand your resentment, considering how handily you lost to us. But hear me out. I'm done being Playful Land's manager. In fact, I'm ready to wash my hands of this entire park. Oh yeah? Good on you. What brought on this change of hearts? My manager docked my pay, that's what! Long story short, I got tired of taking care of boss's gruff. Get a load of this. Gino said we should just ditch that loser already.
And Gino is right.
He's one bad boy, isn't he? Uh-huh. What comes next? Now that you're done with this place, will you try to start a career with those acting skills of yours? Next? Good question. What is it I want to do now? Well, it's pretty clear what I have to do. You
don't have to explain yourself. After how much you fooled us already, why would we start believing you now?
True. This is our chance. I say it's real beatdown time. Whoa, hey, come on guys, don't do that. I had a feeling you wouldn't listen. But I can hardly blame you and your skepticism. If you refuse to believe my words, then have a look over there.
Still feeling all heavy.
My legs feel stiff. I think you forgot to turn my legs back. Maria, Grimm!
And behind them.
I feel like my shoulders and back are never going to stop cracking. What an ordeal. I couldn't avenge my honor on my own. And I have to crawl back like this? Pathetic. Oh, how wonderful it is to be able to speak freely again. I could talk forever. Boy, it is great to be back to normal. I was seriously afraid we were going to be stuck like this forever. Let's not do this again. Being stuck in the same position for so long has been terrible for my blood flow. I'll need a massage to head off any swelling. Going to an epic theme park and getting turned into a puppet was a disaster. But OTOH, it was pretty rare as far as experiences go. What does OTOH mean? But I have no idea. Depending on how you look at it, a life where you never have to worry about moving yourself could actually be pretty chill. I'm not sure I quite agree with that. Man, talk about boring. Not being able to cut loose was seriously eating me up. He's got a bunch of energy stored. Everyone's back to normal.